Everyone. Today I want to share another higher wisdom message. And this one came with a beautiful analogy of a potter and clay and molding reality, but it also came with plasma light energy and photons of light. And they kept saying plasma light energy. And so I had to look that up. I wanted to see what exactly am I saying when I'm hearing plasma light energy and what does it mean? And to apply this concept to this beautiful message that they provided today with such clarity and precision as how we create our reality. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump in right away with what plasma light energy means, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so plasma light energy. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and share this. So, one second. All right, so I'm going to share my slide about plasma light energy. Scientifically, plasma is often called the fourth state of matter, after solids, liquids, and gases. It is an ionized gas containing electrically charged particles and is abundant in stars, including our sun. Plasma interacts strongly with electric and magnetic fields. So if you apply this spiritually, this is a great explanation. In spiritual or metaphysical language, plasma light energy is sometimes used to describe a subtle, highly energized form of light or divine energy believed to carry information, consciousness, or transformative frequency. People may describe it as an energy that interacts with the human energetic field and assists with awakening, healing, and shifts in consciousness. And then the photon of light. A photon of light is a real scientific concept. It is the quantum or smallest discrete packet of electromagnetic radiation. Visible light is made of photons, but photons also make up other forms of the electromagnetic radiation, including infrared, ultraviolet, radio waves, X-rays, and gamma rays. In spiritual teachings, the phrase photon of light may be used more symbolically to represent illumination, information, higher consciousness, or divine intelligence entering the human or planetary energy field. And so the reason why I wanted to start with that, I'm going to stop sharing here, is because this message kept saying plasma of light, plasma of light. Instead of just brushing over it and thinking that we all assume what the plasma light energy is and what photons are, I thought I would give an explanation that it's actual scientific matter. It's what is around us, created by the sun, created by the light. And so if we are high frequency energetic beings, then this photon energy, this plasma energy is here for us to work and interact with. That's why they say there's no empty space and we're all connected. So if you think of during this message that I read as the photons of light and the matter around us as a malleable object that we can take and gather together with our intentions and our consciousness and create and design the life that we do want, not the life that we don't want. And also we can create healing and we can create lightness in our lives by attaching to this plasma light energy, what is here to carry us forward with more evolutionary awakening. So I'm going to just go ahead and read this message and we can talk about it and break it up later. I thought it was a beautiful message from the higher wisdom. Okay, the way before you is here. Create your reality is the title. Arise within you much peace, for the way before you has opened. Upon arising each morning, greet this new frequency, this new opportunity with joy in your heart, for the way before you is here. Much decision making is wasted in trying to figure things out in your life. Much energy is wasting trying to maneuver your ways into existence. But we are here to say the way before you is here. It is present and alive, ready to take any form you desire. For this plasma energy of creation is very malleable. It is formed and shaped by you, by the collective, like a lump of clay in a potter's hand. Shape your reality. Form it with intention, nurture it, and care for the creations you are forming, for the way before you is of much excitement. We say that you have been given this gift of creating. And just as a potter would take the clay he purchased, the inspiration in his mind, and transfer it to his hands to form the visions of perfection he had been dreaming of, he shapes the clay and gently pushes the sides and the top and lightly guides the formation into existence. Many times he stops and looks at and contemplates in his heart if he is shaping it into the dream he has envisioned. And then he takes this deep breath and goes back to the potter's wheel, creating and adjusting with an ever so light of touches the clay into perfection. This is how we see your lives. This is how you can look at the energies surrounding you. This plasma of light energy is beaming and dancing before you, begging to be shaped into existence, into a beautiful masterpiece of love that will not only bless you, but all those around you. Just as an artist forms his masterpiece, then shares the beauty for all to see, he displays the perfection of creation, and those who view its beauty are inspired, in awe of the vibration that emits from it. This is how we see you. This is how we want you to see life. For you have been made in the image of the divine. And upon opening your gifts, you will begin to walk into a life of transformation, a life of creation, simply through your intentions, your guidance, and by using the power of your words, thoughts, actions, and feelings to manipulate the plasma energy around you. We keep saying plasma because it forms in your head a picture of light. You can see plasma as a thing, an object, and that how this empty space is all around you. And that is how empty space is all around you. It is not empty, but filled with trillions of photons of light waiting to be formed into matter. For the field of infinite intelligence is surrounding you and gently guiding you on your way. Yet you say, what about illness, disease, sorrow, and grief? Yes, we know events in your life have gone south, and it has caused you much distress. This distress and grief are a misalignment to the truth. For as we have been telling you, this earthly realm is but an illusion, a dream, a very amazing dream of wonder and mystery, yet still a dream. For your true birthright is the nature of your Christed self. The perfect nature of your birth is of divine love and peace. Upon arriving to earth, you took the veil of forgetfulness and free will. Take all before you with a lightness of heart and see that all is okay because you are never alone. We will always help and guide you through each situation you find so dark and lead you upon the path of peace. Just ask and we will help. Yet once again, we say, be like the potter. Take that clay that has been disfigured and reshape it with love, guidance, and a gentle touch. For the path before you was made to be smooth and have a flow, not struggle and hardship. Yet we say we understand and we will always provide support and a way out. Take a deep breath and trust in the divine flow of our Creator's energy to guide you upon your path. Sophia. And Sophia means wisdom, the wisdom within, the wisdom of ages, the feminine essence of the Holy Spirit too. All right, so we're going to go back and reread this and break it down again. Holy cow, I think these messages are so beautiful. And I love that now we can have a vision in our mind when they talk about photons of light and plasma light energy, that we know it's an actual thing and that we are not surrounded by empty space, but we are surrounded by electrical, beautiful magnetic light and photons from the sun and plasma from the sun that our Creator has given to us to help manipulate, to help us to create. And in this message, it says to create with intention of heart. So let's go ahead and break this down. So first it says, arise within you much peace, for the way before you has opened. So we are in a very opening time. And what they're saying is every morning, arise and greet this new frequency, this new opportunity with joy in your heart, for the way before you is here. So again, we're in very transformative times. We were walking into this age of enlightenment. We were walking into becoming all that we can be, walking, and how they keep saying in these messages back to our Christ itself, the Christ energy of unconditional love is here to teach us, and it is here to be infused within us, and it is within us. It's in our every cell of our body. So it's a beautiful, beautiful time of awakening and remembering who we are. And then they go on to say, much decision making is wasted trying to figure out things in your life. It's very, very wasted energy trying to maneuver your ways into existence. And they say, we are here to say that the way before you is here. So again, they're saying, hey, there's new energy, there's more light plasma, there's more photons, there's more divine energy here to help you upon your path. And then they go on to say, it is present and alive, ready to take any form you desire. For this plasma energy of creation is very malleable, and it can be formed and shaped by you and the collective like a lump of clay in a potter's hand. I love how they say that. So now they're taking this abstract concept of photons of light and plasma energy, and now saying, okay, so we all know what a lump of clay looks like, and we know what a potter's hands are, and we know that if a potter gently guides and shapes his creations, they will come out in beautiful masterpiece. And if he sits there and wrestles with it, it'll just keep collapsing, and he'll have to start over and over again. So this is what this message is about. Okay, so it goes on to say, shape your reality, form it with intention, nurture it, and care for the creations you are forming, for the way before you is of much excitement. And we say this gift has been given to you, this gift of creating. So again, our creator, God has given us this gift of creation, and we create our lives in front of us through our intention and attention to the different things that we put our energy to. And our thoughts, that we've learned everything through these messages, is that our thoughts, words, deeds, and actions and feelings created the reality around us, our perception of how we see life, and that we are in a reflective holographic universe where everything will reflect back to us the things that we want to learn. So, and just as a potter would take the clay he purchased, so this is his clay, this is your life, and the inspiration in his mind, the desires of the heart, the desires for your life. What do you want? What do you want in your life? And transfer it to his hands to form the visions of perfection he's been dreaming of. And he shapes it gently by pushing on the sides and the tops, guiding it into formation, into existence. Same with our life. If, again, the big message in all these beautiful Sophia wisdom messages is life is working for you, not against you, and everything is a perception. And as we take it and we think of the light energy around us, as a potter would create a beautiful masterpiece, and it's with gentleness, and it's with kindness, and it's with patience, we will form our lives, not in the wrestling, right? Think of a potter trying to force the clay to go where he doesn't want to. It's with gentleness. Okay. And they also say many times he stops and looks and contemplates in his heart if it's shaping into the dream he envisioned. He takes a deep breath, contemplates, goes back to the potter's wheels, and creates and adjusts with ever so light of touches the clay into perfection. So again, many times in our lives, we need to stop. We need to look. We need to contemplate. Is my life shaping into the dream that I have dreamt of? Can I take a break for a moment and see, where is it that I'm pushing too hard against reality? Where am I fighting and resisting? Because resistant energy only blocks our divine flow. And so again, take moments in your life, take moments in your day. And they talked about it in this message, stop and take a deep breath and just feel into your body, feel into the place that you're at. Where's your mind? Where's your energy? Are you feeling constricted? Do a body scan. Are you feeling open? Does your heart feel contracted, or do you feel open? And allow this life to transform into the vision that you have created in your mind of perfection. All right. So then they go on to say, this is how we see your life. This is how you can look at the energies around you. This plasma light energy is beaming and dancing before you, begging to be shaped into existence, into a beautiful masterpiece of love that will not only bless you, but all those around you. So again, they're coming back to the metaphor. It's not a metaphor, but the scientific way to look at it too is this plasma light energy is dancing before you, and it's begging. This divine energy of how our creator made this existence is begging us to form it into existence and to co-create with our creator. What do you want? Do you want love and peace in your life? That's what they said. Create a beautiful masterpiece of love that will not only bless you but others, because we're all connected. So what you create should bless others. What you create, what you think about, should be a joy for you, but also for others, because we're walking into this age of remembrance of that we are all one, that we are all connected. And so they all go on to say, just as an artist forms his masterpiece, then shares the beauty for all to see, he displays the perfection of creation. And those who view its beauty are inspired in awe of the vibration that emanates from the work. It's just a vibration of inspiration and awe. And because he created it from his heart and through love, it blesses it, has a higher frequency, a higher energy to it, because it's of love. If we create things in our life of jealousy and hate and anger, then those creations don't bless us and they don't bless others. But if we take a moment and we see life is really pushing up against us and we see confusion, take a moment. What am I creating? Am I designing the life I want? Am I designing through my love for my life and my love for those around me? And then step back, take a deep breath, come into your heart, take a little body scan. Are you feeling open? Are you feeling inspired? Do you feel like this is a time to start creating again? Do you need a break? Do you need to go back and rest a little bit? And when you're ready, just like the potter, you go back to the wheel. Sometimes a potter takes a couple days, months, weeks off of a project. Could take years. Okay. So give yourself this gentle flow, just like the potter would. Don't rush your creations, for they should come from the heart. And then they go on to say, this is how we see you. This is how we want you to see life. For you have been made in the image of the divine, of God, of source. And upon opening up your gifts, you will begin to walk into a life of transformation, a life of creation, simply through your intentions, your guidance, and by using the power of your words, thoughts, actions, and feelings to manipulate the plasma energy around you. Again, they're saying this is how God made you. And upon opening up your gifts, the gifts of the Spirit, which are love, peace, joy, abundance, prosperity, kindness, all those are the gifts of the Spirit. You will take the life before you and simply start to create through your intentions and alignments to these beautiful frequencies of what they're saying is plasma energy around you. And then they go on to say, I love it because they'll hear me in my mind, like, well, what do you mean by plasma? And so they said, we keep saying plasma because it forms in your head a picture of light. You can see plasma as a thing, an object. And that is how empty space is around you. It is not empty, but filled with trillions of photons of light waiting to be formed into matter. For the infinite intelligence, our creator, is surrounding you. This field of infinite intelligence that we all came from, our creator is surrounding you and gently guiding you on your way. So there's a flow again to life, and just hold loosely to the things because, again, as they're going to say in a little bit, it's a dream. And yet you say, what about illness, disease, sorrow, and grief? And they say, yes, we know events in your life have gone south and has caused you much distress. So they get it. They get that we are human. They get that we are confused a lot of times, that we feel the pain. That's the beauty of being in this body. We get to feel the contrast of life. We get to feel the sadness, the grief, and we get to feel the sorrow and joy, and the happiness and joy too. So it's this beautiful dance of feelings that we're here to feel our way through life. And they go on, this distress and grief are a misalignment to the truth. Because we keep saying that this earthly life is a dream, but an amazing dream of wonder and mystery, and yet still a dream. So they're always so kind of point us back to the truth. We understand you're going to feel this It's a beautiful dream, and you're here to learn, grow, and love, but keep in the perspective, the back of your mind, like, okay, I'm here to learn, love, and grow. How can I take this difficult situation in front of me? How can I take this grief and feel it so intently and thank it for that meant I loved that person, that animal, that job, or whatever, so much that I'm feeling grief from that. Take into the account that this life is a beautiful experience, and yet it's still a dream. So again, keeping this perspective. And they always say this, they always bring us back home. For your true birthright is in the nature of your Christed self, your Christed self. The perfect nature of your birth is of divine love and peace. So that is our truly who we are. So if we take all the experiences we have had upon this earth, and as I said at the beginning of my message, I have been seeing numbers of frequencies and energies around me. And everywhere I'm seeing, like, everything's a positive energy and a negative energy, and life just balances us out as we go through life. We have beautiful experiences that bring us up, and we have hard experiences and that bring us down. We think of something beautiful and it brings us up again, and we think of something fearful or sorrowful and it brings us down. It's this balance, and our form and our body takes shape through our alignment of all these energies. And but they say our true self is of peace and love. It's divine peace and love. That is our true self. So everything else is just energy that is passing through us. And if we can let things pass through us and be an observer more than holding on to the difficult things and being in resistance, then we stop the flow. But if we can hold loosely, we allow life to flow through us. Okay. And then they go on to say, and I love it, like the way they say things. Upon arriving here to earth, you took the veil of forgetfulness and free will. Take all before you with lightness of heart and see that all is okay, because you are never alone. And we are always here to help and guide you through each situation you find so dark and lead you back onto your path of peace. Just ask for help. So we are never alone. And the one thing that has gotten me through so many of my difficult situations, just to ask for help. Hey, I don't know what to do next. I know you guys are watching. I align myself to divine information, divine guidance. And then I just trust the path before me. And I do that a lot when I'm not sure of the next step. And I think it's so beautiful. And then they say again, yet once again, we say, be like the potter. So now they're bringing us back to that beautiful metaphor of the potter. Take the clay, the life that has been given to you that is disfigured. Take the energy of your hurts and your sorrows and your worries and your concerns and reshape it with love, guidance, and a gentle touch, for the path before you was made to be smooth and have a flow, not struggle and hardship. Okay. So again, take a deep breath back, take a step back, take a deep breath. Where am I in resistance? Where am I staying stuck? Open up your body, right? Because the mind and body are one. That's Dr. Candace Pert's work, a neuroscientist who discovered that our thoughts and our body are all together. You cannot separate them. So super cool to think of that. Like, if you can't figure something out in your head, take a deep breath, come into your heart, feel your body, relax your body. Okay. And then with a gentle flow, start to move through life again. Yet we say we understand, and they always say this, we understand, and we're always here to provide support. Again, they say, take a deep breath in and trust the divine flow of our creator's energy to guide you upon your path, Sophia. And so I'm going to go ahead and take this down. And so another beautiful message of just an analogy of both the plasma of light, photons of light, potter's clay, our life, all these beautiful analogies to show us that this empty space around us is not empty, and that we are creative beings. And so if you align to your heart and you align to the true nature of who you are, which is love and peace, and you ask for guidance from our creator, from your angels, from your guides, and walk in this life with a heart of love, and just realizing that this is a dream, an illusion, a very beautiful illusion, a very powerful one, to bring us back into remembrance of who we are and to learn, love, and grow. Thank you, and have a great day.